This is not a video I want to make. This is not a video I'm making to get views or anything like that. This time I'm making a video because I feel like this is something that needs to be said. Now, for those of you that don't know, there was a website that went up on October the 14th called the Stallman Report. And basically what this is doing is cataloging the very, very long list of transgressions of Richard Stallman. So I'm going to say it very plainly here. I denounce Richard Stallman, and I think he needs to be removed from the FSF. The guy is a pervert, frankly, and we need to distance ourselves from him as a collective open source movement, whatever you want to call it. We need this guy out. The dude is a pervert that won't shut up about necrophilia. And I know that there are some content creators on here that have considered themselves to be Christian and are defending this guy. And honestly, I find that to be absolutely pathetic. To address some of the things going on around about this, everything in the report is true. What's in the report isn't even anything new. These are all things that have come up in the past in 2019 around his defense of Marvin Minsky. For those of you that don't know, Richard Stallman went to the defense of his friend who went to Little St. James, Epstein's Island, and raped Virginia Giuffre. Yeah, and that was what came, and the allegations around Marvin Minsky, by the way, are actually what came out in the discovery process around Virginia Giuffre's lawsuit. This is actually one of the most solid claims of stuff that went on at Epstein's Island. Not only did Stallman defend this guy, but he didn't even do it like the way that Marvin Minsky's wife did it. Because Marvin Minsky's wife said that, oh, well, I was there with him, nothing happened. No. Stallman actually went on to defend Minsky having sex with Giuffre. I'm not going to get into too much detail in it here because it's absolutely disgusting. And this is what he got kicked off of the FSF board of directors for. Now, what's going on now is that he's retained a voting role. And this site that came up is it a political takeover? 100%. I'm not going to repeat it here just in case, because it's not 100% for sure, but we think we know who's doing it, and it does appear to be somebody with a real axe to grind. But you know what? I don't really care if it's a political takeover for two reasons. First of all, the FSF is completely irrelevant due to their politicking and infighting and all of their stupid nonsense. Two, Stallman himself is an avowed communist. Do I really care if this organization gets taken over from one kind of communist to another? No, I really don't. I think it's time to cut Richard Stallman loose. And the last thing I have to mention, of course, is his whole little Church of Emacs thing, which, it's kind of funny how they go after Catholicism, and besides being the most cringe thing that you've ever seen in your life, I should say cringe and frankly blasphemous, and on top of that, he likes to use his whole little I'm making fun of religion skit as one of his covers for sexual assault. Now, I'm not going to get into what is and is not sexual assault, blah, 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 because I'm not an expert. I'm not qualified to talk about that stuff. I'm a tech guy, and that is a topic that requires a lot more gravity. But what I will say is that when you start pressuring young women in the audience to be the virgin of Emacs for your stupid little skit, and then you use that as an excuse to make out with them on stage against their will, that is disgusting. I denounce Richard Stallman as a disgusting pervert. Don't forget to like and subscribe and pray every day.